Hi everybody! Today's Inkvent ink is called Fireside Snug. It's a standard ink, so glad that we get a non-shimmer ink. Here is the ink chromatography, and you can see here that we have maybe a light brown line, and then here we have an orange, and here maybe a little bit of yellow, but I'm not sure about this. This is the Rhodium notepad. Here you see the different nib sizes. And here is the dry time. And you see here that the ink is not overly wet. We have 10 seconds with the extra fine and fine. With the medium 15 seconds, and with the broad Diamine nib it is 20 seconds. Although I have to say, here with the 15 seconds there was only very minimal smearing, so I would say maybe 17 seconds around this. And here the water resistance. You can see here the word water still written, but here in the middle here are some lines, this here and this here, that vanished with the water, so this ink is only partly water resistant. So if you have to restore a whole page, could be that this is not possible, because here on the finer lines, or if you have a pen that is not very wet, or have a finer line, like when you write with a Lamy or general with an extra fine or medium, and it could be that you cannot restore the words. So how does the ink look when it is still wet? You can see here. Here it looks very red and orangey. Really beautiful color. Then here is the ink on the Rhodium gold book. You can see here maybe a little bit of shading. And here's how the ink looks on the whole page. And here I have it on the white Oxford optic paper. I had no bleed through, no feathering, no ghosting with this ink on both papers. Here maybe you can see the shading a little bit better. So very nice ink. Now we will come to the ink comparison. Here is the swatch card. They have here, because I was not sure, is it an orange, a dark orange, or a brownish ink? I have both brown and orange swatch cards. I will start here with the burnt sienna from Diamine, but you see here that this is much more brown. Ancient copper is darker in tone and has more red in it. Then Cherry Sunburst is also more brown and is darker in tone. Honeyburst has more yellow in it. Sepia has also more yellow in it and is more brown. So you can see here that the Fireside Snug almost looks orangey beside the sepia. Here is ochre, but ochre is more brown and darker in tone. Golden Honey is more orange. Brandy Snap from the red Inkvent is more yellow and more brown in tone. Then I have here the oranges from Diamine. Here is Blaze Orange, the normal or the standard orange, and the pumpkin. But you can see that with all these inks, Fireside Snug is more brown. Then I have here Sunset, which is clearly more red. Same goes for Autumn Oak, which also has more red in tone. Then here is Vintage Copper, which is a shimmer ink, but you also see here it's darker in tone. Here's Terracotta, which is also darker in tone. Strauss from the music set has more a pinkish tone in it. Then here you have Lamy Bronze, which is more orange. Then Orange Indian from Herbert is also more orange in tone, as well as Pelikan Edelstein Mandarin. Then Australis Oak from Robert Oster. You can see here Australis Oak has less orange in it and is more brown. The Burnt Orange has more yellow in it. Orange Zest has more red in it. Tangerine has also more red in it and is darker in tone a bit. And then I have the two Pilot Iroshizukus. Fuyogaki is more red and Yoyaki has more yellow in it. So I have one ink that comes close to the Fireside Snug, and this is Moonlight of Higashiyama. But I have to say that the Moonlight of Higashiyama is darker in tone and has also maybe a little bit more red in it. But I think it comes pretty close to the Diamine ink. So you can see here maybe in the swatch card that this ink is close. Then here's the price comparison. You can get the QEO ink in a 40 milliliter bottle. The cheapest where you can get it would be Stilo & Stile with €18.50. So Diamine made a really cool ink. I really like the shading of it. You can see it here also on this paper, on the Rode notepad. How nice the shading it is. For me, this ink could be a little bit more wet. It was not unpleasant to write, but I like generally inks that are wetter and more lubricated. But this is an ink color that Diamine did not have until now. So they did a very good job in creating this ink. It's really very, very nice. So if you like ancient copper, I think you will like this too, because this is similar but lighter in tone, a bit less red, and has a beautiful shading. So this was today's ink. Wish you a wonderful day and see you tomorrow. Bye bye.